Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. We are here back in the, Undun Foothold. That's the name of it. I'm just going to quickly pick up these. Always good to grab them while we have them. Again, we looked at these last episode, but you get quite a lot of stuff from the crafting bundles, Ithilien crops and Ithilien soil. Always nice to just have a lot of that. But yeah, we're here. We need to go back to the Undun Foothold today, but I think we also had to go to... Wasn't there... somewhere, was it down there? We are, that one. So I think we'll go there. Eventually we do need to go to the Undun Foothold, so we'll probably get back there at some point soon anyway, I would have thought. So we'll focus on the chapter 1.2 for the moment and then complete a few come forward. I think that was the plan, but we can also then sell all this junk when we get back there, or if we can find another vendor. But we do have our hobby gift of the day and of the week, so let's have a quick look at what they're going to be. We're going to have 200 shards, good, there's no inventory space used there, and a gold Hobbit gift is going to be a relic removal scroll, which is something I haven't gotten in a long time, even if it's just an uncommon reward. So that's kind of nice to have. Obviously, if we want to, then we can unslot a all setting gems, runes, and crafting relics currently slotted on the item and place the relics back in your relic pool. So if we have a really good relic on our legendary items, which I think is that. We actually don't have any on them. We really do need to sort that out. But if we... How did you not attack me? Interesting. But yeah, if we had some that were really, really good that we really worried about, then we could always do that. Though I kind of forgot we didn't have any. We kind of probably should look into that. We have some might power ones. I think we're after some agility. Gems of dexterity are the agility ones. Yeah, they're not actually that great. That's tier 10 and it's only 28 agility. So maybe not worth it, but I'll look into it. Anyway, talk to Anoth outside Durthang and listen to his tale. Oh, is this going to be an instance? Oh, interesting. I don't think I've actually ever done this quest, so we're all into fresh things now. Over that, or I've just completely forgotten it.
My tale begins more than 1,000 years ago, when the watch on Mordor had already begun to fail.
I've heard tales of bravery of the Thandrim for my life, or the shining light of Gondor's goodness, blazing within the shadows of Mordor, and to see them now where they stand defiant and bold. The Black Shield, proud fortress of the Thandrim. And we've got a defender down there. It's been assailed many times, but still it stands in defiance of Mordor. You can definitely see it's been attacked a lot. I see the features of men whose names my family honors to this day. Baenor the steadfast, who never speaks falsely. Nanhad the quick, a fighter of unmatched speed. And most clearly of all, Halanon, from whom I trace my lineage. We must not despair. That is the weapon of the enemy. Despair. I assume not something physical. In Gondor today, he's known by another name. The Survivor. 1 year before the fall of Durthand, assassins creep into the towers at the Moranon. Well, I'm trying to look while also speak, and it's not going well. We're cut off from Gondor, no one can reach us. You're all alone. The morale of the defenders flags with these tidings. Try to send reinforcements to Durthand, but they cannot pass the Black Gate. Thandrin do not know this, of course. They believe themselves abandoned. Food stores run low and hundreds fall to starvation. There are distasteful rumors. but I do not believe them. What were they, though? I've tarried over long in the telling of my story. I will hasten the tale. You're setting the scene, that's all you're doing, don't worry. By the onset of winter, few among the Thandrim survive. This is when the forces of Mordor come once again at Durthand. Grim Southeron and that name. Ugrakor. Probably not how you say it, but I'm trying. 3 only there are, and there are figures out of Nightmare. 2 other beings we have come to know as the Nazgul, the Ringwraiths of Sauron. The third may have been a man once, but through the foul sorceries of his master in the Dark Tower, he has become something else. He is that name, the captain of the pit. He now comes to Durthand with an offer. State your business and go. For all the rest of your men, this cannot be all that remain. They've been here for quite a while, so, you know. Either that's just a lie, or not. These men can barely stand. Your supply of food must be gone, or nearly so. And moved to pity. Why do I not believe you? You cannot think to hold this fortress any longer. Well, you've clearly entered it, so it's not like you're doing a very good job. Allow me to grant you this boon in recognition of your proud defiance. Surrender to me now. But what's the catch? I might come back in a day with the same offer. I might come back in a month or in a year. Will you still be alive to accept my offer? Surrender to me now and I will grant you safe passage back through the Black Gate. The fortress is lost. Grant me this place and you need not perish in its defense. I mean, I'm tempted to not believe him. But also, yeah, you could probably give us this up for safe passage. Should they have refused, every man knew that Ugrakor was a liar, but the pit of despair into which they had fallen could not be surmounted. They had been hardy men once. A year of starvation and fear must have taken its toll. No doubt, their fear was made stronger by the presence of a Nazgul, which I can understand the draw of even the faintest of hope in that dark pit. The Thandrim surrendered to Ugrakor. Durthand was lost. I'm not going to judge him for that. Now, did they actually get safe passage? I guess we'll find out. Though, if he's the survivor, you know. So the Thandrim cast aside their weapons and beneath Ugrakor's watchful gaze they march to the Moradon, now held by the Orcs. The gate opened, 60 men, all that remained of the Thandrim, passed through the gate. The signal from Ugrakor, the archers on the walls fill the air with death. So they let them out the Black Gate and then just shot them. All the Thandrim was slain, save one. Yeah, it's technically true. I promise nothing afterwards. I'm surprised. Is it a case of like leave one to send a message? Yeah, tell them a new captain rules the pit. Okay, yeah, so one survives to send a message back to everyone else. This is the story of the Thandrim. Only Halanon survived and his account is kept in the archives of Minas Tirith. It is Trenon Bronard, the survivor's tale. The tale is ended, but it is not truthfully so. Halanon's descendants, the son of the survivor, did not forget the Thandrim. Neither did Ugrakor. I'm getting worse at saying it every time. Forget them. Years and centuries passed. From time to time, scouts from the White City would find that J.R.R had been in Gondor. He had left one of the cloven shields of the Thandrim behind. There are reminders of his cruelty. Even now, 1,000 years later, he still leaves them. Well, he probably has quite a lot. Or just picks up a few back and does that. What a cruel thing. I'm going to see if he actually... Okay. I was going to say, I wonder how long he walks away. Or if he just stands there because she's not supposed to be looking at him. Now you know the tale. And now back to dreariness. I want to check his shield. Looks to be one and the same. You can see the crack in it. That's quite a nice detail. I feel like very, very quickly that could come apart. So you should probably, if it's not properly reforged back together, you should have done that.
And so it was that only one of the Thandrim came alive out of Mordor that day.
Okay, and then you are his descendants, so you're back here to take your vengeance. Okay. So we need to have a look at these. Again, it's a case of this stuff is going to give us less than what we have because it's technically still 5 levels ahead of itself, but it's not as bad as other situations because we can disenchant them at the very least. So we will hold on to you. 135, J.R.R. That was close, I guess.
My heart tells me that he lives still.
Okay, so we are going to have a little bit of vengeance then. We're going to come back here. It's quite nice, yeah, as I said, you can disenchant these, which is quite good, even if, because, you know, they're not necessarily better. And also, we get the silver signets as well, which is always a nice thing to have. I don't think... No, silver signets are actually a account-bound item. I was not really aware of that because I don't really look at it before, but that means if we make some here, I can use them on my other characters. If I make some, obtain some on my other characters, I can then just, you know, go and use them here if needs be. Though don't know if I'll sort of go on like my main just to farm a few and you know, go from there and use them here, or if it would just be a case of use what I obtain here. So I can't really keep track of that too much. I guess it's just a case of it doesn't really matter. But I'm probably not going to go out of my way to specifically spend like a day getting silver signets just to afford an item on this character. I'll just slowly make my way, get a few every so often on my main if I'm here, because I still do need to finish the story. Though at this point, I think because I haven't played anything of this before, it's probably best me waiting and just playing it fresh, like fresh eyes to it, rather than play it through on my main and go, well, I did this like a week ago. We'll get some spies as well killed. I thought all those enemies we were killing were actually part of this quest, but apparently not. It's a little annoying. Hopefully we can get this done in a decent amount of time, because oh well, 5 minutes and that's gone, but what I might do is I might actually loot that just so we've got like 8 minutes till our next thing. Right, so now we're getting to a point where the shadow is getting quite high. I think that camera setting's still on. I think I was going to turn it off in the end, but I will have to do that later. Because I'm right in the middle of a battle, and that is not the best time to be changing settings. Another smudged page, rather. No, you guys are all not part of it. I guess I physically have to go in there, which makes sense, I guess. So we will try and not get aggroed by that archer, I was going to say. It's fine, though. We aren't fussed. We'll go close to you so you go melee. Because archers are a pain, and that's why I am one. Also, what was that item? Yeah, Gondorian artifact case. Okay. It was like loading in really weirdly, or like really late.
There he commanded Durthand, the Black Shield, be built as an ever-vigilant watchtower of Gondor. For 16 centuries, the Thandrim, its keepers, dwelt here.
I feel like that wasn't worth listening to because I have this guy you know, grunting over the top of it. But this guy's an enforcer, so it's definitely worth, you know, killing him for that quest we have. But let's go into here and hopefully, you know, kill some spies as well, maybe. Okay, so these are all guards and sentries. There's no spies, it seems, which is a little annoying, but I'm gonna basically aggro. That's an enforcer there. That's also good. No. Enforcer, you don't count for the other quest. Interesting. But we'll accept this quest as well. That is to kill 10 warriors and 10 archers. I assume you count as a warrior because you do not have a bow. So this gives us a couple of quests to be getting done here. We'll take that one off. We'll take the spy one. We'll take the enforcer one off because we're only really focused on the 2 that are in here. Plus, we'll pick up whatever. Oh, what's this? Starts quest, prized possessions. Okay. I don't see why we don't want to do that. There's a sorcerer's bauble. So you're an archer, you'll be, I assume sentries are archers, and then the other guards are regular warriors. Yeah, you start another quest, so it looks like this is almost like an instanced type area. Not quite, but it has its own sort of sub-quest set, which is kind of nice. We'll try and do what we can, but if it's particularly difficult to find what we're after, then I think we will, I'll be happy to leave it for the moment, because it's not going to show, interior maps don't show like quest bubbles, basically, is what I would describe them as, so we kind of have a bit more of a pain going on this. Also, why do you have another quest for us to start? Let's kill you as well. We'll be up to 5 quests in basically just this one area, which is, I guess, alright. Also close this out a little bit, because we can't go through either of these. Oh, we can go through that door. I'm going to assume that there is either a coffer or a bauble in there then, because there's no reason for, like, I assume, just level design-wise, that is where we need to go quest-wise, even though we just have to kill 8 enemies. Yeah, that seems like where we just need to go to, but we'll take a detour, take the side route, and I'm gonna assume, as I said, there's something in there, because we can't go through that door, so it's not like it's just, oh, there's 2 enemies on the other side as well. That's awkward. Apparently not. There's a sorcerer's bauble though. I was correct. Right, I'm gonna try and be sneaky. I am going to attack those 3, but if I can get away with not attacking these 2, then I think I'll be fine. At the very least, I can probably not attack him. That's like a for definite 100%. Oh, there's an extra thing here. Okay, we're going to probably have to follow that. It's very reminiscent of the things we've had to do recently on the legendary server. With the, I can't remember the name. Thorog, that's it. I'm really worried about my morale in these sort of things, because we are not necessarily struggling straight up, but I feel like when we go against too many enemies, we're gonna definitely have some problems. Right, I'm gonna get rid of you, because you'll have something like 4 enemies on me, and that is not acceptable. That's not what we're trying to get done here. Right. Okay, those guys are just going to disappear, which is good. I'm glad that works like that, because sometimes when someone summons an enemy, it doesn't, when they die, it stays alive. Other times, if they die, it goes with them, just like that. So, you can never really know. So after this guy, we'll find out what our next bit of this quest is. I'm going to assume that we're not wanting to die. I'm going to assume that it isn't just kill 8 enemies to leave the area. So, I don't know. But we definitely need to take a moment in a second to get morale back. I'll put down a campfire. And, not that campfire, this one. And just sort that out. Because, yeah, our morale regen will be great. then there's an open door as well, or an openable door. So we'll take you out. We'll have enough morale to deal with just the one enemy. Open it, well, gain our morale back, hopefully. And then we will go through this door, see what's going on. I'm going to have those moments where I'm just going to ruin it, because I don't want to just stand around here waiting for my health to regen all the time, because that's just almost wasted time. But at the same time, I know it's going to be an even longer time if I have to... yeah, it's going to be an even longer time if I'm having to come all the way back here. So, don't want that. Can I attack you without aggroing them? I can. Good. That is very good. So yeah, open cell doors in the dungeon. Okay, so yeah, we sort of probably have to go here anyway, down this way, because that looks like a cell area. And I'm gonna guess... No, because the entrance, the way I'm going down to will go to the main area that I would have been going to in a minute, with possibly less enemies in between me and them. Plus 2 extra doors, no sorcerers or ornate coffers around, which is kind of disappointing. We'll open doors before we look at anything. Bye guys, don't want to talk to you. Alright, we'll go down here first. Have a little look. When I first came in here I was like, oh, you know, this quest will be quick, you know, kill a couple of enemies, and now I feel like I'm going to be here for like an hour. Nearly defeated all the... Oh, we've apparently only defeated one sorcerer. That's weird. I might have to end up going back. No, you're apprentice. That's why. Okay, that makes more sense. So that's why only one of them was summoning. You're a vault guard. Okay, you're not gonna kill me. It's fine. Or are you gonna kill me, or try to kill me? Fail to do so as well. As soon as I get this bubble, I feel like that's the case. Because that yellow text means that we cannot aggro. No? Okay. We got an ornate chest. We definitely want to be pressing delete a lot around here. The problem is, somewhat, that doors will be the closest thing a lot of the time. As you saw when I grabbed that door. I feel like if I grab these ornate chests, there's probably one more. I feel like if I grab this last... Oh, no, there isn't a last one. There's only... Are we sure? 100%? I don't want to have to come back here. Interesting. You're a vault guard and you will not attack me. Fair enough. Okay, cool. You're new. Well, not new, you're back, I guess. I should probably run backwards. So they do respawn. It is just a regular... Because I mentioned to myself almost earlier that it seemed like it was an instanced area almost. So that with the amount of quests and sub-quests for like named for the area. So I think in my head I had convinced myself then that it was an instanced area and that enemies wouldn't respawn. So we are going to have a bit of problem when we come back. Oh, this place looks not very appealing. Right, cell doors are... Yeah, I'm really worried because there's 12 and 10. I'm really worried about being here for a very, very long time and not being able to find all these items. And I really do want to find them. I don't want to have to come back and get them. I mean, other than the prized possessions one, which give us a bit of armor, which is still not as great as what we've got, but it's getting a little bit closer. It just gives us signets, so we can easily come back later. In fact, actually, this will be really good for my main because I assume these aren't repeatable, but I'm actually at the level where these guys are grayed out for me on my main. So I will just be able to run through, kill what I need to kill, and then go and get the signets that I need to get. So that's going to be quite nice. So we need to open cell doors that have living people in it, living prisoners. I was going to say it's a little bit too easy with the amount of cell doors it seems there are, that you only have to open 3, but I'm going to open them because maybe there's... Whoa, on earth up in there. I just break the entire game. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm very good at that, aren't I? That is very, very weird. I don't know if that's just a specifically here problem, or it could be a issue with using the 64-bit client. A lot of the time right now I feel like I'm going to chalk up potential bugs that aren't known to me to the 64-bit client. It does run a lot smoother, so it's definitely worth it. And if that's the extent of like my problems, then sure. I think there are people having worse problems than I am, but if that's the extent of it for me, I'm okay with it. Don't know if that was a good idea. Actually, he didn't damage me at all, so I don't mind going straight into another battle with an enforcer. I wonder if I can kite you around and do this. And now we're gonna have all my stuff like go timeout from my pending. I kind of expected myself not to be doing this much, so I thought, oh, I'll get back to the foothold really quickly. It'll be fine. Yeah, the more I'm going upstairs and stuff, the more I'm starting to hate that whole camera thing. So we will definitely be planning to turn that off soon. Now, just need to... There's a random door. It's not like locked. It's just a door. Don't know if that's just... You know, because that's just a door. It's not a cell door that I would have to like have an interaction with. It's very, very weird. I also really need to clear up my inventory. I need to get rid of those bone amulet things, these things, but I'll transfer those over rather than just chuck them, because it's still reputation. That's still LOTRO points for free, basically. Even if it's not the full amount for getting kindred. And I actually don't know why I'm opening these. Seemingly not showing it's worth it. Do I have to kill any more enemies? Archers. Start to kill archers, so we'll focus on them. And sorcerers and one more enforcer. If it really comes to it, we might have to just go and wait where that first sorcerer is a load of times. Which will be awkward, true, but it'll work, I think. Any living prisoners up here? Are you living? Nope, okay, you're alive. And you're alive as well. With that pickaxe I always hold on to. Actually, am I? No, I'm not even a prospector, so... Though I do have a universal toolkit, so it does actually make sense that I would technically have a what's it called? A pickaxe on me. Right, guards I'm not fussed about, so I can not aggro you. Then that'd be nice, but apparently I can't not aggro you. We're gonna get so many of these in our, like, thing that these are just gonna fill up our entire pending loot. And then we're gonna have this big opening pie. You nearly didn't aggro me. That would have been a problem. Yeah, it's worth coming up here. There's an ornate chest. They're a lot more common, it seems, than the baubles. The baubles seem to have their own, like, rooms dedicated to it. At least the other one just had, like, a big vault with 3 of them, plus just a few here and there. I feel like we are going to have to... Anoth is here. He's over there. I feel like we're still going to have to go across the entire dungeon, though, so we're already about half an hour now. So today's episode's going to be a long one. What's new? Well... Yeah. Nothing, really. How many more centuries do we need to kill? 5 more after this one. Gonna get my purge poison on. think I still have to be using that for a deed, probably. Poison, what poison? Yeah, so definitely still need to be using that quite a lot. We're at 49 out of 600. And with enemies attacking us like this, it's definitely going to get used quite a bit. So that's all good. Alright, Anoth now wants me to go over to him, I assume. Again, just going to keep pressing delete. Luckily, because he has a view of us, he's not going to get confused. You're an enforcer? Can't say I know what just happened there, but sure. You're my last enforcer I need to kill, so... Oh, you can't kill me. It's great. So you just sort of go here. He thinks you're probably downstairs at that point. Because his pathing doesn't work out. Oh, that's like a really easy way to defeat him. And then just purge poison out of it. And then we just need to defeat 4 more sorcerers. And I'm aggroing something now. A guard. It's fine. It's fine. You're super easy to kill. I was a little worried it was going to be that other enforcer. But no, we're all good. Are you going to help me, Anoth? You going to help? No? No. I bet he'll come join my party now. Nope, he's not going to. Northeastern section. That section. Really? The section I just came from beforehand. So am I supposed to have come from like down here somewhere, worked my way up? Maybe. Is that the case? I'm not sure. But everything's going to respawn now, so... That's a little annoying. Do we want to go back the same way, or do we want to find a different way out of here? I don't think there is. I think this is an entirely different section. So if we kill these, kill those 3, and then after that we'll just go to the middle. Or at least have a quick look at our map. Then we'll just have to kind of base it off that. It's a good thing we have the campfire ready to use. I kind of want to try Beneath Notice, but I feel like it's not going to work out in our favor at all. So I'm going to chuck this campfire down. It makes us like more perceived, so it's going to kind of counteract, you know, exactly what we were planning to do. I know I can aggro this guy without aggroing those 2, so maybe I can try Beneath Notice through there. But then the problem is there's 2 enemies on the other side of that door. So maybe I can aggro that guy. Have a look for the quest ring. Because I know I could aggro him from that door. So yeah, I can do the opposite. Then maybe Beneath Notice through here. At the very least I can try. It's got a 5-minute cooldown, so it'll be... Yeah, it's fine, I think. We just need to watch out for that enforcer. Okay, that literally failed instantly. But there's a sentry, so we can use that to our advantage. So really what we should do is we can, once the enforcer is left, gone back on his cycle, we can run through, go back there, and then from that point, just have a look at our quest, because hopefully there should be a quest ring. Unless... Because he could be in the vault. Oh no, this is bad, this is bad. The guard of the vault has recently been attacked. Aha, so there is a point to it. I'm just gonna really die now, that's all, you know. Right, I'm gonna use, oh, another weird sort of visual bug. Better than the time like every texture went purple. I got a video on that, I think. It was in Moria, if I remember correctly. But yeah, everything went purple. Wasn't fun. It was only on one setting, so if I went to like very high, it's because I always jump to like, or no, if it was on ultra high, I jumped to ultra high because I wanted to get a thumbnail, and if it was anything like higher than very high, so ultra, it would do that. I kind of don't want to go anywhere near you for the moment. I'm going to talk to the vault guard of the vault that I'm, you know, already stolen stuff out of. Let's just run back here. By the time we get here, we're probably going to regen that amount. But the problem is there is a 2-minute cooldown on here because the campfire has 2 minutes on it. So, or 3 minutes, sorry. 3-minute cooldown. So, a little bit annoying. Means we have to go all the way back. Eastling Wretch got a jump on me and I gave him as good as I got, not enough to stop him from running around the vault, and he'll be good as dead before he's got a dozen steps from the fortress. My bullets will stick him full of arrows. The trinket he took from the vault won't do him good, he won't know how to use it. Good riddance to the vile thing. And to Eastling 2, you must be in league with him, you'll die same as he will. Well, I don't know who you're on about, so... But you're half the thing of an enforcer, so you're fine. Well, I mean, take your own advice. So now if we wanted to, we could leave. But we can't leave, because we have other things to now do. I think we're going to have to go across the entire western side of the thing now. That is a coffer there, though. An ornate coffer. And we can probably make our way around here with relative ease. I'm just hoping... As I said, the coffers seem to be relatively easy to deal with. I'm mostly worried about the... Oh, okay, that's a problem. I've just seen that entire thing. Yeah, the coffers will be fine, I think. I can already see another one, so we'll be at 7 out of 12. We're only at 3 out of 10. And we've got another one here, so we'll be at 8 out of 12. So only 6 more to go, sorry. I'm just worried about the sorcerer's bubble things. Okay, 2 sentries, that's good, that's fine, because I can not... That's just a regular chest, isn't it? Nope, bad idea. Kill you 2. That's more sentries killed for my thingy. There's a coffer there, that looks like. I have to be very, very sneaky. At least put down my campfire. And then watch out for any enforcers. There's a guard right over there, so we're definitely going to have to kill at least one guard. That's a soot-smothered page. I'm honestly, I'm okay with leaving that. I'll be completely honest with you. Do you think we should leave this for another time, maybe? I think what might be worth doing is getting out of here for the moment, and then we'll just complete the other 4. Well, we'll definitely have killed another... Oh, there's an ornate chest right there. I think we'll get that ornate chest, kill 1 archer, and I think maybe we'll continue this next episode. And maybe I'll have a little look into where everything is, maybe to make it a little bit easier so I'm not running around completely blind. I think that's a good idea. Because we could be here for hours if we have no idea where we're going. By the time, well, there's literally a sentry there, so I'm going to kill that sentry. We'll get to the, complete the lowering the guards quest, and then I can probably just run straight out there, I'll be honest. And then that's at least 2 quests complete, and then we've got something to do next episode. Because as long as that enforcer's not there, I can probably quite easily do it. I'm just, yeah, a little bit worried about being here too long. Also, potentially just dying and having to come back all the way through here. And no matter what, all the enemies are going to be respawned anyway, or still there. So no matter what I do, I'm going to have to be careful. Now, do I run now, or do I... No, okay, I'm going to wait for the Enforcer, because if anybody's going to be able to really damage me, it's that guy. The sentries will attack me with, obviously, arrows, but if I auto-run out, or even just regular run, I'm just auto-running, so I can, you know, blame something else on it if I die, totally. Assuming that the door works, like it did, we can get out of here, and we'll pick up that soot-smothered page and everything. Next time, I'm honestly just going to have a quick run out as well with the camera. Why did I ever do that? That was a terrible idea. It's too much movement. It's almost very unnatural because it's just like, it gets very jittery. Like this is where it gets very jittery. So now we're going to be very careful and go completely the wrong way anyway. I need to go talk to Anoth, but I don't know where he is because I went there and he wasn't there. Where are you? Oh, he is down here. Okay. Just had to take those off my tracker. Oh, this is going to be... I kind of want to test what it's going to be like on this sort of rocky... I mean, I get why it is. It's kind of to keep it stable. I guess if you were doing like a almost time lapse of like you traveling somewhere, it's a nice way of stabilizing yourself in the middle. But I feel like for regular play, it might not be that great. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's talk to Anoth and be done for the day.
Fled, and I could not catch him.
Some of the archers fired upon him, and never have I wished for arrows to hit her quarry so much as I wished for then, but he was nimble, he got away. Okay, this is bad, we need to find him before he does real harm, and what might he have taken from the vault? It was some sort of necklace, wasn't it?
I do not know why Hiorzen was imprisoned, but we need to track him down.
Okay, find the Azamouth, a gate between Undun and Dol Amarth. That's over here. What we might do though, as I said, it's go back in there quickly, have a little route around, find where we're going so we're a bit more streamlined, and then, yeah, go from that whole thing, because that's 135k XP for, well, seemingly all the quests we've done today. I actually don't know how much that... 142k for the lowering the guards. So we're actually getting more. We've got 3 of those, so that's like, what? About 430k maybe? A little bit more, a little bit less. That'll be good for us. That's a decent chunk of XP, and also obviously extra from 990, basically 1,000 from each enemy kill that we do, and also a lot of items. So yeah, that's gonna be it for now though. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next episode where we're gonna try this again with a little bit more intel to go in there this time, and I'm gonna turn off this camera setting as well, because as I said, it's starting to get on my nerves a little bit. So I'll see you then. Bye bye.